Hey guys, welcome to Crazy Days. Everybody's talking about skill sets, learning new skill sets and what they need to do for 2018. Me, I've got a few in mind, but we'll discuss those in a few minutes. One thing I learned this past year is if you set too many goals and you can't accomplish them, it makes you angry or you get frustrated really easily. And last year this time, I set a couple of goals that I did not maneuver or did not figure out by the end of the year. So it left me kind of frustrated the last few weeks. I'm going, here it is a year later. I've not even got this down. I've not figured it out yet. And they weren't even homesteading goals. They were just YouTube goals, basically. I wanted to know how to operate my camera better. And I learned a few things along the way, but I still am not to where I want to on the camera. And I wanted to learn to edit better. And I've gotten some of that down, but not really good. I've learned a few things with thumbnails recently, but still not where I wanted. But that's okay. We'll learn it. But it was making me angry because I thought, here's a whole year past, and these simple things I have not done. So this coming year, I'm going to set myself up again to learn a little more. Maybe not maneuver all of it, but figure it out little by little. Skill sets on the homestead. I guess the one thing I want to do is I want to learn to grow microgreens. I know it would be really easy. It shouldn't be a difficult task, but I think that's one of the things that I want to learn how to do because I like my greens. We will start having greens from this point on of some sort, I guess, because we plant a lot. And after this cold spell goes away, we will have what we need. But what are some skills that you would need? Okay, number one is food and water. I guess we'll put them together, food and water. A lot of people are saying, you know, they're wanting to learn all these killing chickens and all this. Yeah, that's all fine and good. I get that. But your number one, if you're starting out or you're just trying to figure it out, is simply food and water. To me, that includes prepping. It includes buying on sale. It includes canning or preserving in any way and growing your food, whichever way you do it. Some people live in town, they cannot grow the amount of food they eat. That's just science. You can't do it. You're on a quarter of an acre or less. You can't grow enough to produce enough for you to eat all year. You have to supplement with something else. We live on 10 acres. We still do not grow everything we eat. And yes, we could rearrange and probably do that, but it's a slow process. It's taken us step by step figuring out what we can do. Right now, I'd say Danny and I are about 70 to 75% our food. And that's great. But there's that 25% that we can't do. We could, but we're working on it. It'll never be 100%. Salt, sugar, that stuff we can't do. But we did do the sugar cane, which would supplement my sugar intake, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, water. We have a water source here. We have several different ways for water, but some people don't. That might mean you have to buy up some water and rotate out. Bottled water, gallon water, whatever. You might have to do that in order to have water, because a lot of people are buying these packaged deals that are dehydrated. Okay, if something happens, those dehydrated foods are only good as long as you have water. If your water system, your faucet doesn't work because the whole main system went down, and you have 5 gallons of water, when that 5 gallons of water is done, you're done. I tell people all the time, dehydrated food is wonderful as long as you have water. If it's not, that dehydrated food does not taste good eating it directly out of a bag. Unless it's like tomatoes and things like that, yes, you can do that. But you take English peas and potatoes and all that stuff, those crunchy little things aren't good. So you've got to have water. So food and water should be your first, no matter where you get it. Whether it's buying it in bulk, canning it, growing it, whatever you need. I'm saying deal with your food and water this year. A supply. That should be number one on anybody's skill set list. And the second part of that is learning to cook from scratch. No matter if you use dehydrated food, canned food, frozen food, food from the grocery store, whatever, fresh out of the garden, you need to know how to cook it. And part of that would be you need to learn how to eat it. There's so many people come here and say, I do not like, and then they'll eat something here and they go, well, I've never liked that before. It's all in how you cook it. It's all in a mindset, because I didn't like a lot of things when I came here, but it's all about getting your mind wrapped around, I've got to eat this. Because I can grow it, I need to know I can eat it. And I need to know that I can cook it. So for today, we're going to stop there. Food, water. Your main skill sets that you need to start with for 2018, provide for your family. Talk to you guys later. Thank you from Crazy Days.